You see that any classes of just let me introduce myself. I am the chairman of Board of Advanced Studies. My name is Debashish Mitra. I am a Central Council member. Actually, the point is this: that's our endeavor to conduct any classes of Board of Advanced Studies, whether it is a diploma in Information System Security Audit, or it is a SAP FICO, or it is Advanced Business Excel. It is our endeavor to conduct this class in the Saturday or Sunday. Uh, but definitely, I cannot say that the Saturday and Sundays are fixed. I have to depend upon my faculties, because you will also appreciate that whatever the course has been conducted by the Board of Advanced Studies, I always try to introduce the speakers mainly from the industry. Okay, because whatever the course which has been introduced by Board of Advanced Studies very recently, you are very much aware that each and every courses are very popular only because that the faculties are from the industry. And whatever the topics, curriculum, subject matters, according to my opinion, because since I am the chairman of this Board of Advanced Studies, it cannot be properly justified by the faculty who are from the academic side. So definitely I have to depend upon the faculties who are from the industry, and definitely I have to go according to their timing. So at the outset, I'm really thankful to all of you that you have joined in this course. But at the same time, you also have to appreciate that at the end of the day, all of you are either professional or the professional student, or going to be a professional in future. So definitely, I also expect that you will extend your support accordingly, because I have to depend upon the faculties who are from the industry. So they also have their own commitments. So we have to adjust accordingly. But one beautiful thing is this, or the unique features is this, that whatever the course or the classes which we are conducting, that is getting recorded, and it will be uploaded into the portal, duly edited properly, so that if any students will miss any classes, they also can get the proper informations about the subject matter when they will access that particular file in future. So I don't feel that you will find any problems in this regards. And I will also request the organizers, particularly the people who are, or the staff, support staff who are joining from the Board of Advanced Studies, kindly cooperate with all the students so that nobody will face any problem. And you can also do one thing: you can prepare a WhatsApp group among yourself, and you can join myself also in that particular group. And then if anybody will face any problems, automatically this matter will come back, will come to me. So definitely it will not be possible for me to. Will you kindly mute it? Rohan Enterprises. Rohan Enterprises, will you kindly mute your mic, please? Okay. So now the thing is this: I will also appreciate that if you just kindly make a WhatsApp group among yourself and uh, keep me in that WhatsApp group. Then automatically whatever the problem which you will face, it will automatically be marked to me, and definitely I will not be in a position to address all the problems in one shot. But as and when it will come to my notice, I will definitely do the needful, if it is a if this matter can be addressed properly. And another problem or point which I just like to mention, that the students who have been enrolled in this particular session of this Board of Advanced Studies, this Advanced Business Excel, All informations are available with us. No need to write name, membership number, email ID, telephone number on each and every session. It is already with us. Though I need not tell these things, but right now I am seeing that some of the students has already started giving this information that my name is this, membership number is this, telephone number is this, S. Samir Patra. No need, because all these informations are already available with us. So if you want to prepare the WhatsApp group, somebody can easily prepare it, and or the Sanjeev, who is also from the Board of Advanced Studies, he can take the responsibility to prepare the WhatsApp group, and it will automatically come to me. Don't worry.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Sanjeev, now it is 7 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Kutty ji,
Haji, yes, sir.
can we start our today's session?
Yeah,
Inaugural
sure, sir.
session. Fine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Without taking much time, I will. I welcome you all to the second batch of the most important session, or the most important courses, that is the Advanced Business Excel, started by Board of Advanced Studies and Research of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. The importance of the Excel to any finance professional is very much known to everybody. It is needless to say. One thing I just like to share it with you, and these things I'm just telling you from my last 30 years of service or the experience in the industry, that if you go to any area like project finance, working capital finance, merger and acquisition, project finance, then this what I should tell, any private equity placements, everywhere you have to go for financial modeling. And if you wanted to do the financial modeling, you have to know what is Excel. So preliminary, when we have conceptualized this course for the Advanced Business Excel, but in future, it will be my endeavor to transfer or to modify this course from Advanced Business Excel to financial modeling. So initially, though I have started this course as a Advanced Business Excel, but in near future, you will see that this courses has been modified to the financial modeling, which is very much required to any finance professionals, including CMS. Okay. Over and above, I just like to share that there are so many contemporary courses has already been started by the Board of Advanced Studies, like Diploma in Information System Security Audit, which is very, very popular, SAP FICO, including S4 ANA. Then another very good course which we are going to start, that is Diploma in Forensic Audit with association with the KPMG. But some of the points has been raised by the council, so that we are just consolidating inside. But it will start soon, maybe with some modifications as per the directions of the council and the president. But all these courses, what Board of Advanced Studies has started, it is well accepted by the members, students, and society at large. Even today's session, even the today's course, which we are going to start, that is a second batch on the Advanced Business Excel, more than 200 students has already enrolled. And you can easily get this information from the first batch, any student of the first batch, that how our faculties are good to address all the problems raised by the students. So without taking much time, I am confident that this course will be a very, very big value addition for your career, and you will enjoy this course very much. Thank you very much, Kutty. You can kindly take the session.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. So, hi guys. A very good evening to one and all. So let me start the session with some basic
Thank
information
you, sir.
about X. Huh.
I will request everybody to kindly mute their mic, because unnecessary, if you will keep this mic open, then our faculties will face problem to deliver their lectures. Please kindly cooperate.
Fine. Sir, Mitra sir, may I start, because I think the candidates are already joining the session. Should I start the session right now, or we have to wait for another couple of minutes? Because already 161
Now
is
it is
started.
around 160 students has joined.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully another, if you wish, you can wait for another 2 minutes, but you just
Yeah.
kindly just wait for 2 minutes, then you just start.
Sure, sure. Yes, yeah, I think that will be better. Yeah.
Okay.
In the meantime, probably you can introduce yourself for our benefit.
Sure, sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. Anyhow, my name is Radesh. Uh, for the last 4 years, I'm included in this Microsoft certification. And if you ask my total experience, almost 15 to 16 years, I'm into training and recruitment. So I have some basic information how the companies are going for, how they treat the resume, how you present your resume. All these things I will share in just a simple package, simple capsule, so that you get an idea. Uh, and what is certificate. Today I will share some information about what is certification, why this certification is important, and how a recruiter or a company or a HR from a company or a corporate will look like your, how you have to present your resume, right? Definitely how to place that logo, what are the certification modules defined here, and what are the main topics which are included for this certification. So as well as the program is concerned, in the technical part, we will discuss about from the scratch, right? From the scratch means in the sense, if anybody who are new to Excel, I think I will like to focus that person, because from the scratch, it means what is a cell, the smallest unit in Excel. From that to how to develop or how to create a customized report using pivot table. Right. So that means the journey will go from the scratch to the top and level. And even if time permits and some other, if everything going well, I will share some added information for you, so that you get update, you can apply all these features in your daily use or daily Excel functioning, right? So for example, data modeling, or some other added rule like power query, right? It's not there in the certification, but definitely I would like to share all this information so that you get updated with all these advanced technology tools in Excel. Fine. So
Okay,
that's a big.
Kutty,
Yes, sir.
Kutty, just only 1 minute, then I will
Sure,
leave
sir.
actually. I have some other assignments of
Sure,
the
sir. Yeah.
council, so I will leave.
Sure.
One particular point I just like to share with all my students, that Board of Advanced Studies and Research has already introduced one very beautiful course, that is the data analytics. And once you will join that course, you will see that how the techniques of the advanced business excels are required to understand, to conceptualize, and to deliver the data analytics course properly. So I know that you initially you may find some problem in this advanced business Excel, but once you will be accustomed with this type of techniques, it will be easy for you to adapt the other courses of the advanced studies also, like data analytics. Okay. Another small request, that I have noticed that some of the students are keeping their camera on. I will request everybody to keep their camera off during the session, so that the concentration of all the students can be maintained properly. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Sir, is there any particular version we need to install, like Microsoft 2016 or 2019 or anything like that?
Fine, fine. Okay, sir. So in fact, this technical session is exclusive for 2019. That means the latest version of Microsoft Excel. But as far as the workshop or this training program is concerned, no need to install any updated version. If you have 2013, fine. If you have 2016, great. If you have 2010, no issues. Why? Because the basic things will be same, right? That means maybe some functions you may be not able to execute that thing, but I think that you have to just keep the syntax. That's all. But for this particular purpose, only 2 or 3 functions or some advanced function I will share. But I recommend no need to install the latest version. Go with the version which you already installed in your system. Right, sir?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine. Okay, sir. Okay. Fine. Now, I would like to know any other members are there who are, first time they are going to face the Excel interface. Is there anybody? Fine.
Sir,
So now,
Here. I have one doubt.
Sir.
Sir, is
Sure.
there any study material available for studying on over this course?
I think for that question, I think you can directly contact your ICMA organization, the coordinator. I think they have some content. I'm not sure about that one because, as I told that, I'm here for the technical training program. Study materials, I think the video is, enough for you to at any time you can access all these files. But regarding the printed content, I'm not sure about that one. Better you coordinate with your ICMA professionals. Fine.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So some of the Excel files are already made by the organization for studying, for self-study. Some of the Excel files are already sent.
Yeah, we have received that, sir.
We have received that. The
Yeah.
complete file is received. That is for trial and understanding purpose.
Yeah, but from exam point of view, I'm asking whether that is available.
From the exam point of view, I will share some question papers, in the sense some files where means that files are enough to understand how to clear the exam.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Fine. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyhow,
Hello.
yeah.
Good evening, sir. I have MS Excel 2010. Will there be any problem?
No issues. We will continue with Sun. No, as I told that version is not an issue. Why? Because now, because as I told that I am using 2019 because I have to share some advanced functions which are installed or which are updated in this version. So I'm using that one. Some basic functions and some advanced functions and some specific functions which are very much useful for your financial domain and other domain as well. But again, as I told that for that particular function, no need to install the latest version. You can go with the previous one or the prior one or the version which you are already using. But just
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine, yeah. And but let me update one more thing.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Radesh.
Yeah. Good evening. Hi.
Mr. Radesh, I'm sorry. Can you give us how many sessions you will be taking and what exactly, the sessions will be and is there any exam when and all, Just
Sure.
if you can brief about this whole session in just a nutshell, it will be much helpful to us.
Sure, sir.
Thank
Sure,
you.
definitely, sir. Yeah, and thank you, sir, for raising that question. Right now, total duration, I think it will be 18 hours, 18 to 20 hours will be there per day. Means per day in the sense Saturday, Sunday, 2 hours will be there. Right. So from 7 to 9, as per the schedule has been prepared. So 2 hours Saturday, Sunday, is almost 18 to 20 hours will be there. If the session is not able to complete, I think we will discuss again for extension of the session. So that about the duration of the program.
Okay.
And another question you asked, I think the syllabus, right?
Yeah, syllabus and in the exam also because I am actually not in India. I'm out of India. I'm in Qatar. So whether I can able to write the exam online or do I need to physically come to India? Something like that.
No. Yeah. Okay. Now let me share all my information about this certification program now. Right.
Yeah.
Now regarding the exam process, right? It's an online exam process. We all know that we all are affected due to this pandemic situation, right? So it's an online exam procedure. No need to come directly to center right now because we can arrange the exam online. And in fact, the last batch, first batch exam we conducted online. Almost 200 members were there, I think. So we conducted that exam online in online module. And even at that time also, no need to install 2019. Why? Because it's a cloud-based examination procedure. So that means you have to log into a particular machine, which is a cloud computer. And in that particular machine, the 2019 version will be installed. right? So your system, your machine will be just a connector, or you can say that it's a mediator only, but the original exam will be there in the cloud machine or cloud system. So in that system, 2019 will be installed, and you can complete all the exam procedure. Fine. And regarding the exam duration, it will be of 50 minutes, 50. And it's not a MCQ, it's not a multiple choice question. You have to complete the task. That means it's a project-based examination. Project-based means you have to, a question will be there, almost 35 questions will be there. Read the question and execute in the Excel sheet provided by the exam module. So that's what you have to do. And it's not an MCQ. And one more thing, there is no negative marking. So that means I always recommend that please read the question and attempt all the question, because the process is already there in that question. So you have to just read the question carefully, at least 2 or 3 times you have to read, and complete that process in that Excel sheet which is provided in that module, exam module. That's all, that what you have to do. And all this process will take 50 minutes. In that 50 minutes, you have to complete all the exam 35 question. And if you are not able to complete that 50 exam, that means it's a auto submission process. So whatever you completed there, it will updated in the server, and within 5 to 6 seconds, the score sheet will be there in your screen. Fine. That's the exam process. And one more thing I will like, that is the passing mark is 70%. That means out of 1000, you have to score 700. So I think I made some basic information clear. It's everything okay, or you have any question, please?
Yeah, I have question, Mr.
Please.
Kutty. I just want to ask, like I just read in the brochure that MOS certification would be given post clearing that
Yeah.
exam. So can you please shed
Yeah.
some light on that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Now I think so many questions are there from certification part, right? So I'll do one thing. I'll let me put some small presentation, almost 30-40 presentation slides are there, but I'm not going to one by one. Let me put some basic information, some advanced information about this MOS certification and some other topic, right? So let me share my screen first. Just a minute. And please confirm. Yes. Thank you, sir. Answer. Yeah. And please confirm whether my screen is okay. Just a minute. Let me share first. Yeah. My screen is there. Is everything okay? My voice?
It's visible, sir.
Fine. Okay. Now I'm not going with all these 30-40 presentation slides right now. Important feature about this workshop. Now, companies prefer certified person. Right. Why I'm sharing this statement is, last week we have a training program, and the program was exclusive for the participants, or you can say that the participants were associated with a corporate level. Means the background was they're working for a corporate.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir, can you put it on presentation mode, because it is screen is very lower size.
So even if you can zoom it, it will be better. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now it's clear.
Yes, it's clear now. But if presentation mode will help us.
Sure. Let me go with
Sir,
that.
Sir, I'm not able to see the screen, so I'm not able to see your screen. Like it shows as presenting, but it is not visible to me.
Okay, for that, I think okay. All other members are facing the same. Whether you're not able to view the option, please let me know.
No,
Yes, we are not able to see your screen.
Yes, just pin his screen.
Sir, it's freeze now.
Not able to see.
No, you have to pin his screen, then you'll be able to see.
No, I'm not able to. Now it's clear.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I have
Yes, sir. Now
Yes, sir. It's clear now.
It's
I
clear
have
now.
pinned also, but even then I'm not able to see it, ma'am.
Could you do, ma'am? Please log in once, and please try to log in once again, so that I think there's some network issues, because all other members are able to view my screen right now.
Okay, so do you want me to log out and log in again, sir?
Just try to. It's just a troubleshooting process. I'm not sure, but just log out and re-log in once again.
Sure, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So I'll wait for you, ma'am.
Sir, your screen is visible.
Fine. Fine. Screen. Okay. If I'm okay now, again my screen is the next slide is there, right? It's clear.
But if you do on full screen, it will be good.
Yes. Presentation mode. If you apply presentation mode, now that will be good.
Fine. Yes.
Sir, it is there. Correct.
Yeah,
Right,
perfect.
clear?
Very good. Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
എന്തായാലും ഞാൻ ആ ഉപ്പേരി വേവിക്കാൻ വെച്ചു.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I'm able to view the screen, sir.
That's it. Okay, ma'am. Fine. Now, so here's some basic importance, or you can say the certification, right? Why we do such. So the story was, and it's not a story, it's a real which happened last week. So I just asked that professionals, why you already working for a corporate for almost 3 to 4 years, and why you are so much eager to complete this certification program. So the answer was simple. Why? Because company would like to get all the employees certified. The global certification is very much important. So that's why they prefer for join this program. Right. So as I told, that it's a global certification. So that means if a person who is from any university inside India, you will get the same value if any person does the same certification abroad or any other university, right? So the value is same. So that means it's a global certificate, right? So that means the global certification will add value for your resume, and definitely not only your resume, your skills also get updated. Because why I'm specifying this, because the exam, as I told, that you have to show how the process or how the question has to be completed. Shortcuts, please avoid shortcuts while you are completing the task in the exam procedure. Real life, practical life, it's okay, shortcuts, right? But some shortcuts, okay, Control C, Control V, that's okay, chalta hai. But don't go with, now suppose if you want to convert your data range to table, the shortcuts are there. Please don't go with that shortcuts. Don't use shortcuts to create a chart. You have to go with the procedure, in which menu, which option you have to select. Why? Because certification is all about the process, whether you are aware of that tool which is hidden in which menu tool or menu bar. So that means certification is all about the way you complete the task using the basic concept of. Fine. Okay, now no, again, I'm not going to all these presentations. These are some presentations which are mainly required for certification program. I will just put some highlight data, right, so that you get a better information about this certification program. Now, I think this is the main feature I like to share for any company or any.
Sir, screen is not visible now.
Again, not visible. Other team members?
Yes, I am able to see, sir.
I think
Yes, I am able to see.
It has to be pinned. Kindly.
Sir, I am able to see the screen.
You have to pin the screen.
Sir, unable to see the screen, sir.
Select the screen, then pin it. You will be able to see the screen in full mode.
Sir, I've already pinned, but yes, suddenly it was not visible right now.
See the screen. You just need to pin the screen.
Pin the screen means, can you please guide me how to do that? Why? Because this is the normal way I present the session, but could you please guide me how to pin that one or how to?
Radesh, it is for participants, not for you.
Oh, fine.
Sir, only it is because of the fluctuation in data speed. Also, sometimes it went off and come.
Sir, actually, we need to pin your screen. Then it's visible.
So it is okay.
Yeah, okay, I thought I have to do that. Okay.
Why Jyoti Prabhu?
Okay.
Sir, it's visible.
Fine. So now this slide indicates, or you can get all information about that certification, right? So a third position, that MOS tool, that means whether it's a Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Access, whatever, right? So all the suite software which are there in our Microsoft software package, it stands third in the most requirement skills, right? So first, communication, definitely we all know communication is important. Project management, again, you should have a knowledge about how to complete the project, what are the calculation or the technical aspect, the financial aspect, all the things is required there. And third is Microsoft Office tool. And in that particular tool, you should be aware of Excel feature. Why? Because many of the situation has occurred in many team members' life where they know they are well capable of complete the project, but again, due to this deficiency of Excel, many of the professionals are not able to climb the that corporate ladder. So it's always recommended that by Excel you can use that features to analyze your data, make your report in a more presentable manner, data visualization. All these features are there in Excel, right? So it's always recommended that in that particular package you should upgrade that Excel certification. Fine. And what are the tools defined in 2019? Right. Conditional formatting is there. 2016, 10, 7, whatever version you are using, conditional formatting will be there. Data visualization, maybe one or two features will not be there. For example, I think one or two charts will not be there, but again, it's not an issue. We will discuss data visualization format in any format because chart is not a limitation. Just present your data in a better manner. That's all. VLOOKUP, again, that function will be there for all the version. Table, pivot table, right? Now, I think these are the features which will not be there in your 2016 or
Still not visible, sir. So not visible actually.
Sir, actually, I have an idea.
Please, sir, please.
In that message to the bottom right corner, there is a message symbol. Near that, there is a people symbol, right?
Okay.
Kindly click that. I am telling to the participants.
Oh, fine.
Kindly
Okay.
click that and type Radesh, Radesh.
Yeah.
And you will see two Radesh EMC. The one is the Radesh EMC presentation. Kindly click that and it will be visible, I think.
And this is Santosh. Actually, you go to more options. There, in the layout option, select the spotlight, where the complete presentation will come on the screen.
In that name, there is a 3 dots on the right side, and you need to click that and pin it.
Sir, it's for participants, Radesh sir, not for you.
Sir, you can do you can present it
Yeah,
now.
actually, it is for participants only. Go to the more options.
May I continue the session now?
Yes.
Fine. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
That option is for participants.
Please continue, sir.
Fine. Okay. So I think this may be the issue for all the participants who are using some prior version of Excel. But again, these features are not that much important. Why? Because the certification is all about how you handle the data, how you present the data, right? Maybe one or two functions like text join, concat, ifs function.
Still not visible, sir.
Hello. Yeah, ma'am, could you please again re-log in because that's the only solution I have right now.
Yes, sir, I can understand, but we have logged in twice. But first
facing the same situation. Okay. Can any other members have an idea so that all other members can view the screen and they also get included in the session?
I just want to ask everyone, those who are...
Sir, I just changed the layout. And it is visible. I just change the layout and pin your name.
Change the layout to spotlight. Yeah, change the layout to spotlight so that you can be visible to the full screen. And if anyone going for the Google basic instead of standard view basic view, that also will be a problem. We should be going the standard view.
No, I'm not very clear how to do this.
Go to more options.
Sorry.
Go to more options on the screen. Besides to that, the phone option, you will see more options, right? 3 dots will be there.
So if this is not working, then I guess you need to see the recorded class because it's going to be very difficult then.
No, the full screen will come. Go to change layout. There you will find the spotlight. That you have to select.
Change layout. Where from I have to go?
I think can somebody share the screen?
Yeah,
and,
you will be having the
There-
you will be having the mic video call, and then 3 dots will be there for more. There you please go and check the change layout. Next to
Malik,
on or off. Yes.
Malik,
Yes.
my suggestion is you share your screen and show
Okay.
other participants. That will be better, and it will save time actually. Otherwise, we are wasting time.
1 second. I will share everything. Is it visible my screen now?
And
It is coming. It is coming.
Yes, it is visible.
Yes.
So here 3 dots are there. So here, if you click that one, here you will be having the full screen, change layout, and here change layout, it will be spotlight. That you can do it so that it will be completely visible to everyone. Here 3 dots, here full screen, and then change layout, keep spotlight. That's fine.
okay, clear, got it.
Yeah, I will stop sharing myself now.
Can all other participants put their mics off? There is some teaching and some other noise that is coming up.
Sir, you may please continue the presentation, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll be actually very late then.
So, yes, sir, because we are losing our time. And I have shared one photo on WhatsApp group for how to pin the screen. Sir, please continue presentation.
So now, that's what means. I'm just going to share that means the functions which are very much important from the Excel point of almost 480 functions are there in Excel 2019, right? So I will share some important functions. We have to deal with some important functions in Excel, but again, in 2019 version, these are some advanced functions which you may not seen in 2016 or any other prior version. There are multiple if functions are there. Text join is there so that you can concatenate many strings at a single stretch using some separator. Concat is a function, right? So we'll deal with all these functions in the upcoming sessions, right? 3D map, again, we don't require right now, but it's there. That feature is there. So some added functions are there. And one more thing, power query, power pivot. Again, these functions are inbuilt in 2019, which makes your work more easier. Right, so that's the advantage of 2019. Fine, okay, and definitely the list goes so many functions. Switch function is there. Again, so many functions. I'm not going to that one for the time being. In between, we will discuss all these functions. Fine, and this is the certification. Yeah,
Sir, can we covering this radio button graphs, etc.?
Radio button graph, graph we will discuss. I mean, we will discuss how to create a chart and all that things. Radio button and creating an interface is not there in this session because that totally depends upon VBA, means how to create an application or how to create an interface. And you require some macros and all that things. But again, if time permits, we will deal some basic information about macros as well, if time permits.
Yeah.
Fine. And this is the certification which you receive at the end of the program. Now, end of the program means you have to attempt the examination, that online exam mode, and clear the exam with at least 70% or above. Then only This certification will be there in your inbox. The soft copy will be there. Hard copy you can download from that your portal. All that process I will share later. And this is the what you get at the end of the program. Right now, what are the highlight of this certification is first the name of the certificate MOS. That means Microsoft Office Specialist. Your name will be there. The person who completed the examination with 70% name will be here. And this program is exclusive for Excel Associate. Right, that means you are specified in specialist in Excel. Two main features are here. Right, one is date of achievement. That means on which day you attempt or you clear the exam. That exam date will be there. And verifying code. This alphanumeric code defines that you or other person or your company, your HR, your recruiter, any person can check online whether this certificate is genuine or just a fake one. Why? Because just type verifycertiport.com and enter this number, this value. You will be redirected to another web portal where all this certification will be verified. So you can check online at any time. You can check the authenticity and the value of this certification. Fine. Two more feature, Excel 2019. That means the version in which this certification has been allocated is 2019. And Microsoft logo and duly signed by Satya Nadella, sir, CEO Microsoft. So these are the highlights of this certification. Right. So again, the basic thing is you have to clear the exam, online exam, and it's not an MCQ. It's a task-based question or examination or project-based. You have to complete almost 7 projects, and each project there will be almost 5 or 6 questions. So almost 35 to 36 questions will be there. 35, 38 questions will be there. No negative marks. Attempt all the question, and the duration of the exam is 50 minutes, 50. And once you complete all the project, submit your project. That's all. And within fraction of maybe maximum 5 seconds. That's all. If net is proper, everything is okay, you will get your output. Your result will be there in your screen. That means you clear the exam with this percentage of marks, and your mark specification for chart creation, how much you score, for data handling, how all the specification will be there in your screen. So that's the end part of this program. Fine. Yeah, here's the interface for that one. You have to just type verifying. That URL has to be entered there, verify.certiport.com. So this will be the interface where you have to enter the code and verify, and all the information about the certification will be defined here. So this is another portal. I will come to this portal, that is Certiport. We have to register there. Then only you can attempt or complete the examination. That's the end part. Huh? We will discuss all these features later. It's just to identify, just to show how this program will proceed. So all these features we will discuss at the end of the session, where we have to register yourself, you get the username, password. I will show some interface of the exam also, so that you get a better idea how to complete the exam, what are the shortcut methods which you can use, what are the features, what are the key icons which you can use for exam purpose. All that things I will share. Don't bother about that one. But at the initial stage, we have to just focus on the technical concept only. From the cell to a pivot table or index match or any other advanced, for goal seek, scenario manager, anything, right? What are the concepts are included in the session? I will share all that topic at the initial stage. First, we will discuss that only, and definitely, if time permits, we will go with some advanced features also, right? Okay, and this is the badge which you can add in your resume, in your LinkedIn list, or in your Gmail signature, so that the recipient can check, or they can know, okay, this person is certified, Excel certified, right? So that logo, you can say it's a decoration for your email or your LinkedIn account. Here it is. And when once you click that badge, again you will be redirected to another portal which shows that this badge is allocated to that particular person, on which date the person cleared the exam, and basic information about the certification. Fine. So that's the importance of this logo and that verifying code. Fine. So it will show all the information about that certificate and the badge. Clear? And here it is. You can use your badge in this format in your resume. Right, you can add the badge and the verifying code so that the user can easily check it online, or just click that. If it's a soft copy, they can click this badge and they will be, your resume will be, or the certification will be redirected to another portal, and all the information will be there online. Right, so that what make your resume or your profile ahead of other person. Clear? Any question?
No, sir.
Fine.
Sir, I had a question.
Please, ma'am. Yeah. Hello.
Sir, if we doesn't clear the exam in the first attempt, then we will be given another opportunity, sir. Otherwise, we have to attend the course once again.
No, ma'am. Normal process is, if you're not able to clear that exam in the first slot, mat ghabraiye, you can clear. It's not a big deal. We'll let think in a positive manner. But again, taking that into scenario, if you're not able to clear, khuda na khasta aisa hota hai, if it happens, you get another chance. Another link will be shared. Another exam link will be shared on a particular day. That will be decided by ICMA only.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Fine. Okay, ma'am.
Sir, I have a question.
Please, sir.
Yeah, when this exam will be there, and is there any validity for this certificate, or it's valid for lifetime?
Normally, it's the validity is lifetime. Why? Because now lifetime in the sense, now suppose you are certified in 2019, right? Now you can use this certification till next version of Excel get launched. That means Microsoft decides that okay, in 2022 they are launching another version of Excel, so that means you can use till 2022 or even after that. Why? Because still we are using 2013, 16 and other versions, right? So that means even they launched before, a couple of years before, still we are using the same one, and even companies use that prior version 2013 and 16 as well. So as I said, the validity is concerned, you don't bother about that one. You can use as your lifetime, but again, it's a technical tool, so it's always recommended that upgrade yourself, right? You can use 2000 up to 25, 26 or any other version till it's launched. You can use this version, and once it is launched, go with some upgradation only. Fine, that's the basic concept. You have to upgrade yourself, so you get the added features developed by Microsoft. Clear?
Yeah. Sir, when exam will be there?
Exam that will be decided once the program gets over. The exam link and the exam date will be informed by ICMA only.
Okay. And
sir, will there be any mock test during our training session?
In the mock session, I will share some files which the questions will be directly or indirectly associated with the exam process. So once you clear that 3 files, I'm sure you can easily clear the exam with at least 850 plus.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, how can I upgrade from MS Excel 2010 to MS Excel 2019?
Upgradation means you have to purchase the software, but again, no need to purchase that one. Why? Because normal upgrade is not possible. It's a standalone software. You have to purchase that particular software, get the license. But again, no need to go for that one, because you have to pay another, I think, almost 8,000 to 10,000 you have to purchase for the new version. No need to go for that one.
Okay, sir.
Whatever you have, that's all. Only maybe 2 or 3 functions question will be asked from 2019 version. For that, you have to directly include or you have to install that one. But I think that for that purpose, you can just note the code. That's all, and execute in the exam. That's all. It's a simple one that I will share.
Okay, sir.
Right? Yeah. Now this is some basic.
What is the pass percentage?
Pass person means that for this particular exam.
70%, yes.
Yeah, 70%. Yeah, here it is. Now let me highlight all these points. It's an online exam. Total marks will be of 1,000, and where you have to score 700. So that means 70% is the passing mark. And 6 or 7 projects will be there. Right? It depends upon the because there are 5 or 6 set of questions will be there in this exam module. And sometimes it will be 7 projects, or sometimes it will be 6. So don't bother about the projects. It's all the questions. Questions are important. How to complete that question, that's important here. Duration of the exam 50 minutes. 5 minutes exclusive for, means extra for enter your voucher number and all your basic details. That's all. Clear?
Sir, I have a question.
Please.
Sir, in case version 2019 is lost and new version is there, so in that case, how can we upgrade our certificate?
Lost in the sense means you lost your certificate. That's what you're specifying here.
So we need to enter, we need to do the course again, or is there any exam for to upgrade the certificate?
Yes, sir. Upgrade the certificate means now suppose still now we are conducting 2016 version of Excel, right? The certificate is still there in the market right now, right?
Okay,
so, but again, if you want to 2016, the training program will be same, but the questions will be different. Fine. Now suppose you completed 2019 certification, right? Now suppose Microsoft launched 2022 or new other version of Excel. Right. So at that time, you again have to go with this online module. Online exam will be there. Clear the exam with at least 70% according to that specification.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Fine. Yeah.
Sir,
Sir,
pass
I have a
percentage, I mean,
question.
how many people are passing out of 100? That is the
Fine. Now,
percentage.
as far as that passing percentage is concerned, almost 85 to 90% students, participants, professionals as a whole take clear the exam. Only 10%, I must say that maybe they take some extra effort to not clear the exam. I think that's the reason. I'm not sure why, because even the student has scored, MBA student has scored more exactly 1,000. Many of time it happened they scored 1,000, and many times many of the students not able to clear the exam with 300. It also happened, but again the percentage is only under 10. But clearing the exam, you can take 90%.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
How many sessions are there, and do we get any time for preparation, like 1 or 2 months for exam? Means after completion of session.
After this completion of session.
Yes, sir. Same question.
Fine. So after completing the session, I always recommend that don't wait too long and don't give too much of gap between the exam and the session. But because once the session gets over, definitely you will get some time to practice. All these files will be there. Okay, one more question. You got all the files which I shared?
Yes,
Some
sir.
Excel files are there, right? Yeah. Fine. Now I think these videos are accessible, so you can use this data which I already shared. You can use this video and keep practicing till your exam date is not announced from your institution. Right. And I think.
Sorry, when is the exam? When is the exam, sir?
So again, sir, the exam date is confirmed by the ICMI.
Tentatively.
Tentatively, sir. Yes.
Even I'm
In
not
the month of November or December or January?
No,
Sir, frequency of examination, sir. During their frequency of examination
means
sorry.
how many times in a year? Yeah.
No, means it happens right. Means there is no specific time. If once the batch is allocated, that these are the students who are going to attend the examination.
Batch by batch.
Yeah, batch by batch, right? Okay. And we have to create a link. Our exam coordinator will create a link and share it with all the members who are going to attend the examination. And at that time only you have to log in and just complete the exam. That's all.
No,
Sir, I have a question. Doing the classes on weekend on Saturday and Sunday.
So how long these classes will go?
How long in the sense whether the duration or the total?
Sessions.
How many sessions are there?
18.
When it will be completed? 20 hours. Maximum 18 to 20 hours will be there.
20 hours.
Right.
Sir, I think now you should continue with your presentation, sir. Then it will be very late actually, sir.
Sure.
Sir, will we get any notes after each class?
Notes is no. I'm sharing the files with you, sir, and I will share the process to complete the task. I think that will be enough to complete this examination and upgrade your skills. No specific notes are required. Why? Because it's not a theoretical part, right?
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. This one, the notes, I mean, it's not a notes like something to practice. You send us some attachments which we have gone through. Is it the only thing you are going to concentrate the whole session, or like some more you will be sending that?
Yeah, definitely, sir. I will send 5 folders will be there. So right now I sent only session number 1. Now session number 2 will be there, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
After that 5 session, I will share some exam demo sessions also. Right? Fine. So this is the certification. If you want to get certified in Excel, the program is there. If you want to get certified in Microsoft Word, again, the option is there. The logo will be in blue color. And for presentation, the logo is there. That is in orange color. So these are the specification for the badge. So you can easily understand. If it's a green color, means that person is Excel certified. If it's in blue, means Word certified person. And if it's an orange color, means that person is certified in presentation. Right. Again, this is the entry level, or you can say the specialist level, where the topics are included from the basic to advanced level. Right. After that, you can go for expert level. That means another step, or you can say another stage for your certification will be expert level, where some added functions and features will be there. Some more advanced functions will be there in the expert level only. But again, that's the secondary part. Just focus on this specialist program right now. Here,
small question, sir. Along with Excel, whether Word and PPT also covered in this session?
No, sir. This session is exclusive for Excel only, sir.
So showing Word and PPT gadgets also, that's why I got that.
For Word, it's a special program. That means for each certification, if you want to gain that certificate, it's a special program. You have to attend that training program. For Word, especially for PowerPoint, it's a separate one, and for Excel, it's a separate one.
How can we attend that, sir?
Sorry.
No, how
Can you, sir? Can you please start the class, because I wasted 1 hour.
Yeah, just a minute. Okay, definitely. Miss, for that purpose, again, you have to log in through your ICMA if you want for that certificate. And again, if it's a bulk of or a number of students will be there, then only we'll go for that certifications.
Okay, thank you.
Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir. Please continue.
Fine. So that's the main feature I'd like to share here. Means some basic information about that slides. From the slide, I would like to highlight that the main content of this slide is certification is important. Companies prefer certifications, and certification is all about the process, how you handle the question. Fine. And as I told, duration of exam, the passing mark, and all the things already clear. But again, at any time, if you have any query, please, you can put in the chat box, or you can share at the upcoming session also. Fine. Now let me minimize this option and let me share the file. So I recommend all the team members, please open that session folder and open the first file named as introduction, where I will start with some graphical interface. Please open the first file. Excel session number 1, introduction. So please open that file, introduction, and in that file some basic information has been shared with some graphical interface, right? So that means how many cells, how many rows, how many columns, right? So this is the interface of Excel 2019. Same for 2016 and 2013 as well, right? Everything will be same. Only maybe 2000, if you're using 2007, the number of rows and columns will be different. I think it will not be 10 lakh. It will be different. I'm not remembering the exact figure. But again, that's not an important factor. It's not a matter of concern here, right? So this is the interface. Now, let me introduce the basic thing. This is called a cell, right? That means the smallest unit in your Excel interface, cell. Right, and these lines are called grid lines. And the property of these grid lines are, by default, they are non-printable. Right, so these lines are called grid lines, and the property is they are, by default, they are non-printable. Fine. So by default, non-printable means if you take the printout of any Excel sheet, if you're you won't get these lines in your printout or in your output, right? So that's the basic definition of non-printable by default. If you want to make it printable, you have to make some configuration in your Excel sheet. That I will tell later. Now these are called column headers, A, B, C. Right? So that means all the column headers will be specified in an alphabetic manner. These are called row headers. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So all these are row headers. So the question will be, it will not be in the examination, but suppose if you're going for interview at that time, and if you're in the beginners category, the question will be how you recognize row header and column header. Right, so row headers can be defined as A, B, C, D alphabetic order, sorry, 1, 2, 3 format. Column headers will be specified as A, B, C, D alphabetic manner. Fine. Okay. Now, how many rows and columns are there in your Excel sheet? Now, this is an Excel file, and these are called sheet tab. Here it is. When you click all these options, these are called sheet tabs. So, keeping in the first introduction only, in that particular sheet, how many rows and columns are there? How you can check all these features? The shortcut is already there in the screen, which I selected right now. So, you can try these options. Control plus the navigator key down arrow to get to the last row in your Excel sheet. Control plus up arrow to come to your first cell or first row. Right, so use these features, this combination of keys you can use and check how many rows and columns are there in your Excel sheet. If you're using 2016, I think it will be the same. 13 also, I'm not that sure, but please confirm and just share that information. How many rows and how many columns. So what you have to do, just select any cell, use the drop down option, control drop down, and the marks, the values will be there in your screen now. So 10,48,576 rows are there in your Excel 2019 version or 16. Again,
just sorry, 1 minute. Your screen is not visible, so I don't know how to do this from my end probably.
I think that process which is shared by Malik sir, I think
actually
you have to
if
just go
you
with that
make it a big screen is better, yeah. Because everyone can see only one screen, whatever you are telling, instead of watching our own this one. We can concentrate on you. It's small.
Actually, you have to pin the screen. Whatever the Radesh sir has, you have to pin it first. So it will become a little bit larger. And then you have to go for the 3 dots, means like you have microphone, video, and then the options will be there. More options, you select it and go for full screen, or you can change the layout. And in the change layout, you will find spotlight. So it will come with full screen. Whatever the sir is showing, everything you can visible. Yeah, exactly.
Spotlight I have done, but yeah, but screen is not visible. I don't know. Maybe the
you have to
Chanchal, there are two.
You have to
two screens for Radesh actually. So one is for presentation and one is using for tagging. Pin the one where presentation is coming. You can search in the people bar. So in the bottom you will see people with the number of participants. Search for Radesh name. So there you will find out 2 sessions. One with written as presentation. Pin that screen.
Which one? Which one? What is the name?
Radesh.
R-A?
D-E-S-H.
D-E-S-H.
Okay. Yeah, 2 screen is here. Yeah.
There will be presentation. Pin that please. Yeah.
Full screen.
And also there will be a recorded session will be available at the end of this session. So yeah. Thanks,
okay. Yeah.
Now it's clear.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. So got the idea how to navigate in your Excel sheet. Control down arrow, up arrow to get to the top and bottom of the Excel sheet, and same way control left and right navigator key so that you can move horizontally, vertical and horizontally. You can move in throughout your Excel sheet. So control right arrow, you'll be redirected to the last column, that is XFD. Now XFD means it's just like a vehicle registration, right? So initially it's A, B, C, D. After that AA, AB, AC, AD, right? Just how a vehicle registration occurs in the state, right? That's how the column specification goes ahead. And the last value should be XFD. So that means if you count it numerically, it will be 16,384 columns. And number of rows, it's a numeric value, that is 10,48,576. So that's the exact rows and column in Excel 2019 and even 2016 as well. Fine. Okay, so that's the number of rows and column. Now these lines are, as I told, these are grid lines, and these are by default non-printable lines. So okay, now let me open a new sheet to give some more information about this. So how to insert a new sheet in the same Excel workbook. Now Excel file is also referred as Excel workbook, right? Workbook. So that means so many pages are there, but here we never use that word page. We have to use sheet, right? So that means in a workbook there are 255 sheets you can include here, right? So let me add one more sheet here. And how to add a new sheet in your existing workbook? Either in the home tab, cells category. Now these are called categories: cell, editing, styles. These are called category name. So in the home tab, come to the cells category and use this icon insert. Drop down and you'll get the option insert sheet. Right, so that means a new sheet get inserted in your Excel sheet. That's the one method. Another method is, here it is. Just use the plus icon, a new sheet will be added in your worksheet. So that's the simplest way, right? No need to go for that one. Just click here and a new blank sheet will be there in your existing Excel workbook. Fine. Okay, now let's go with some simple data handling. Simple data handling. Okay, just a minute. Let me enter some values and let me show why these lines are termed as non-printable lines. Fine. Anyhow, the IPL is on, so let me get some teams name there, right? So CSK, Mumbai Indians, Rajasthan Royals, and Delhi Daredevils. Fine. RCB. Fine. Now, okay. Now let me take a printout of this information or this data. Right, and the shortcut method is Control P. Right. So when you press Control P, right, so the interface is there. It shows that how your printout will be there in a page. When you take the printout, how it looks like, and it easily it's clear that the lines will not be there, only the content. Fine. So that means it specifies that the lines are, the grid lines are by default non-printable. Fine. So by default, all these are non-printable lines. Now, how to make it in a printable format? Select the data. Fine. In the home tab, in the font category, right? In the home menu option, font category, here's the option named as border. Use that drop down and the features will be there in your drop down. What we require, we have to give some lines for all the content. So give the option all borders. That's all. Fine. So that lines will be highlighted. Now again, just to verify whether that lines are there in my output, press Control P once again, and you will get the data here and the lines will be there. So that means that makes the statement that these grid lines are by default means normal setting, non-printable lines. Clear? Fine. Now come back to your main sheet introduction. So just these data is not that important. 10,48,000, but just keep in mind that 10 lakh rows and 16,000 columns. If you want to exactly the figure, you can just scroll and check. But normally we say that 10 lakh rows and 60,000 columns are there in Excel 2019 version. Clear? Any question from these set of information which I shared?
So can you repeat that how to print grid lines?
How to take the printout, right? That how to
grid lines. Yes.
Grid lines. Okay, okay. You have to select the whole data. That's what you're asking, right, sir?
Yes.
Fine. So you have to select the data, means whatever you want to take the printout, you have to take the whole data. Give the option in the home tab, right? So home is also referred as the standard toolbar because all the basic features, how to change the font size, font color, alignment, whether you want to place at the left hand side, right hand side, all these topics, all these features are defined in the home tab only, right? And in that home tab, come to the font category. Now these are called font category, alignment, number, right? So you have to come to the font option, and here's the option named as all borders, right? use that drop down feature. Arrow will be there, which shows that so many other features are included in that tool. Use that drop down and the list comes there, and you can select accordingly whether you want an outline border. Fine, so thick outline border, here it is. No, if you want to give border to all the contents, all border option. No, if you don't want borders at all, click the option no borders. Here it is. Again, back to normal. Right, again I would like to go for an outline borders only. So again select. So that means you have to tell the Excel that at what range I want to give a specification, whether for any cell or a range of values. So range of values means from A1 to A5. Right, come to this drop down once again. Now this time let me select thick outline borders. Fine. Right, now again to verify whether it's working properly, press Ctrl P. Here it is. Right, so only that data will be highlighted with our outline borders only. Again, use this arrow to come back to your normal view. This is called as normal view. Clear?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Fine. Okay, sir. Fine. So that's about some basic how to enter the data. But okay, now let me put some more information here. Huh? When you enter a text value, okay, wait. It's 2:34. Mumbai Indians 4:56. Can anybody notice anything special here? I entered a text value here and entered some other numeric values in column B. So anybody can highlight anything special in the content which I entered here, the alignment?
It is right aligned.
Yeah,
that's
the
it. So
text
that means
which you typed is in the left side and the numeric which you typed is in the right side.
That's it. So whenever you enter any text, right, if you enter any text value or a string value, it will be aligned to the left hand side of the cell, and you if enter any numeric value, it will be defined to the left hand. So that is a basic feature. Huh? Now we can change the alignment using some other features. Now, how to change the alignment? Select the cell, right? Again, come to the alignment tab now, alignment category, and these are some alignment options for you: left, right, center, top, middle, and bottom. Suppose you enhance some features here, right? Now, left, center, right, top, middle, and upper. So that means where you want to place the content, you can use these features. Now these features are called alignment features. In the home tab, alignment category. Fine. Okay. So that's some basic information about, or you can say the interface of your Excel. Still more to discuss. Please open the sheet Excel now. Now I think this gives a more clarity for your doubts and your Excel interface. Please open the sheet Excel. It will be there. After introduction, please click the sheet Excel. Just place the mouse over there and click Excel. Now this interface shows that now everything is defined in a graphical manner. The title bar. So that means the name of the file will be defined at the top of your screen, and that green shaded portion is called title bar. The name will be defined there only. Fine. And here, where my mouse pointer is right now activated, that location is called quick access toolbar. So that means you can place some of the tools at the top corner here, so that whenever you require, no need to open that particular interface, you can directly access the tools from this option. Fine. That's called quick access toolbar. And this is an important tool. It's a small thing, but it does wonder in examination. Please use this option properly so that many of the tasks can be simplified. You can easily access your data, access the range. The work will be more easier if you handle name box. So this is called name box, and name box specify the address of any cell. Now, what does it mean? Select anywhere, any cell, right? And where the cell is active now, this cell is called active cell, and the active cell address will be defined in the name box only. So it specifies that it's in the T column, 15th row. So that means a cell can be defined as an intersection of a column and a row. That point is called a cell. Right, select anywhere. Again, it's showing S7. So that means S column, 7th row. Right, so this particular box is called name box. Just place the cursor over there, it will show, the tooltip will be there, name box. And now this lengthy text box, or you can say this lengthy white color bar, is known as formula bar. Whenever you enter formula, it will be highlighted here. You can view the formulas in this bar only. Fine, so that's called formula bar. Fine, in the formula bar, left corner, name box will be there, and it will highlight the cell address. Clear? Fine. Now in the interface, these are called, as already defined, column headers are there in ABCD format. Row headers will be defined in numeric format, and the area where you have to enter the data is called workbook window, where you can enter the data, handle the data, use some calculation. All these grid lines are commonly defined as workbook window. And when you select any cell, that cell is called active cell, right? And that address will be defined in name box. Clear? Scroll down. Fine. Right, and these are called sheet. Right now in your system, maybe there will be 3 sheets, sheet number 1, 2, and 3. Right, so you can select that sheet option, and that particular sheet will be opened, and whatever the data is there, whatever the content will be there in that particular sheet, that data will be there in your screen only. So these are called sheet tabs. Commonly these are called sheet tabs. To open any particular sheet, you have to activate that sheet by clicking the sheet only. Fine. And scroll bar, horizontal bar, it will be there to scroll your data. Here it is. If you want to scroll down, up and down, left and right, here it is. Scroll bars will be there. View shortcuts, for the time being, just place the mouse over there. Right now it's a normal view. Other 2 views, please leave it for the time being. No need to discuss that one. Don't get confused with all the options right now. We will discuss. We have to take some options like how to take printout, how to take some printing options activated. So for at that time, we will discuss other 2 options. Right now, just keep in mind that you have to handle the data. You have to keep the view in normal view only. The first icon, normal view. And it's the view where we normally work in Excel, normal view. Clear? One more thing, that is status bar, right, where it indicates, for example, now let me show some data, put some data here. Select both the values and the status about, or you can say some basic information about these 2 data. It will show in the status bar only. Here it is. It shows the average of these 2 values, count, and the sum value. Right, so this bar is called the status bar, where you get some basic information about the content. Clear? Any question?
Yeah, it's clear. Can you tell me again about the status bar just once?
Which one, sir?
About the status bar.
Status bar. Okay, okay, fine. Now suppose you are dealing with some data. Let me open that sheet for you. Just a minute. Fine. Here's some data. Now suppose you selected some range of values. Now you want to check some basic information. How many values I selected? What's the total average of these selected data? And what's the total value, sum? Right. So once you select all that data, in the status bar, it will show the all information there. Average, count, that means I selected 17 values, 17 cells are selected now. And the total value for these 17 cells are 1,279 and the average, right? So some basic information will be there in the status bar only. Now do one thing, just go with the right click option there in the mouse, go for right click option, and I think it's clear, right, why these features are activated. Count average is activated here. So that's why if I disable this option, here it is. Right now, it will show only average and sum. Right, so that means you can customize your requirement. Go for right click option here. Now, if you want to display the count, you can activate this one. Fine.
Okay, sir.
So fine. So it gives a basic information about the data which you select or the range of cell which you selected. Clear?
Sir, in my cell, there is no formula bar and name bar. How I can activate that?
Sure, sure. Okay, now suppose you don't have your formula bar and name box, all that features there. So simply that means it's there, but the features has been disabled, or you have to change the configuration. If any other team members are there, let me go with that process, so you can also follow the same one. Huh? Come to the option view. In the view tab, come to the option show category. I think now it makes everything clear, right? I don't want this formula bar, so just deactivate that checkbox. I don't want that headings A, B, C or 1, 2, 3. I don't want all that features. Deactivate that one. Even I don't want the grid lines also. Fine, that's all. Now nothing, right? No formula bar, no name box, no column header, no row headers, and even you're not able to understand, means the grid lines will not be there. But again, when you select that cell, it will be activated. It shows that this is the active cell right now. But again, the basic features will not be there. Now, how to activate? Again, go with the same process. Come to the option view. In the show category, activate grid lines, headings. Heading means this A, B, C, D, and 1, 2, 3. Column headers and row headers, and your formula bar as well. That's all. Got it, sir?
Yeah, I got it. If I want to move from one cells to another cell, maybe 456, that is the cell number. So what is the easiest process?
Easiest way, that's the option, that is name box. Now suppose you want to go to directly to J255 or J500. J500, enter the cell value there and press enter. Here it is. You will directly go to that particular cell. Fine. So I think that's the best way to get access to it, because in examination you won't get enough time to search using your mouse pointer. J5, J25, the question will be in J25, use a function to get the values. So you won't get that much of time to search using mouse pointer. Better use the name box J25 and press enter. That's all. That cell will be activated. Fine. I think now it's clear, right? How to handle your Excel.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
In a home, this one you said that insert some column. Insert one cell.
Insert sheet, sir.
That is one.
Insert sheet.
Sheet. That is Excel sheets here. So direct method. What is the direct method you are going?
Direct method in the here, sir. In the sheet tab itself, a plus icon will be there.
Sheet tab plus icon will be there.
Yeah, plus icon will be there. Or if you're using a prior version, maybe 2007 or 10, the plus icon will not be there. Instead of that, another rectangular box. I'm not remembering the image there, but another feature will be there. You have to just click that one. A new sheet get inserted.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Now, my question is to those members who are dealing this Excel first time. Should I repeat the process, or should I able to communicate properly? Please let me know. You can put in the chat box, no issue. Because
better we can go ahead. Anyway, you are sending the recorded videos.
Fine.
Do it again.
Okay, that's okay. Fine. Anyhow, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Right, banda hai, you can ask question. Fine. Okay. So that's some basic information. Right now, open the third sheet, QA toolbar and customization. QA toolbar means quick analysis toolbar, and you can customize these features, right? The process is there in the sheet right now, but let me explain one by one. Now suppose you want some added features in your quick access toolbar. Right now it shows save option, redo, undo options are there, right? But I require some options like format painter, right? I want this tool in the QA toolbar, quick access toolbar, right? So how to activate this option? That's called customization. So use that drop down option. That option is called quick access toolbar customize drop down. Use that option and come to the option more commands. Once you click this option more commands, a dialog box will open. This dialog box is called Excel options. Now all your Excel settings are defined here only. How your Excel should work, what are the configuration, how to set the basic settings, all these features are here only. Fine. Now these are the tools which are defined in Excel 2019 and commonly used, means popular commands which are used in Excel. If you want to view all the commands, use that drop down and select all commands, right? but right now not required, but you can do it in a practical session. And fine, click the option more commands, popular commands. Now my requirement is format painter or any other content, right? Let me select, okay, fill color option. I want this tool to be placed at the customized option in the top option. So select that tool, click the option add, right? That means this is your customized toolbar. So whatever tools you add here, that will be featured in your title bar, or you can say the customized toolbar. Click OK, and that tool will be activated here. Right. So what is the application for this option is, if you're dealing with any project where you have to access some tools on a regular basis, right? So no need to select open that particular menu bar. You can place it in the quick access toolbar. Once the project is over, just deactivate that one. So that means if you want to use a tool on a frequent basis, on a regular basis, you can put it in the quick access toolbar. Right. Again, drop down, more commands, select the tool from this list and add. Give the confirmation OK. Fine. That the way to add the feature. Now I don't want this feature anymore in this option. So again, use the drop down, more commands. This time select the tool from this customized list and click the option remove. Right, and click OK and back to normal. So that means you can add or remove, or you can say in a simple word, you can customize your options there. Fine. So that's called quick access toolbar.
Sir, how I can add permanently one font size and font style? My font style may be book and EQ with size maybe 11 or 12. So permanently it should be.
Fine.
Whenever I'm using the Excel, it should
yeah.
start
For
with
that purpose, you have to change the basics. Yeah. Fine. So okay. So that means come to the home tab in the font category. Select the option font, or you have to change the settings here. Right, or you can do one more thing. That's an advanced version that we'll share later. Right now, I think it will be too early to share that one. You can change the template options. But right now, I'm not going for that one. This is the feature. You just activate that one. Fine. Just try it once. Clear?
Yeah.
Fine. Now, so now come to the option changing views. For the time being, just keep in mind that we have 3 views. First one is normal view, where the normal interface, or you can say when you open an Excel sheet, this will be the normal default view. That is the normal view. Second one is page layout, and third one page break. These 2 options, for the time being, skip the option. We will discuss in an elaborated format when we discuss about printing purpose. Fine. So we have 3 views. Normal view, the icons will be there in the near to your zoom option. Normal view, page layout view, and the page break view. Come to the normal view, and this is the basic view, default view you have to deal with. Now please open the next sheet, that is freeze span. Okay, wait, huh? Instead of that, please open the last sheet, tree inventory. The last sheet in your introduction file, tree inventory. And please read the question and just make an effort. Huh? It's not mandatory you should complete the task. This you can say that this is the type of question which may ask in the examination. Means the question will be there. You have to implement this question in this Excel sheet. So I recommend please read this question which I selected right now, or in the yellow option which is, and make that configuration in your Excel sheet.
Radesh, I have one question.
Please, sir.
So it is like so they want to freeze pane to answer for this question. So is it like we need to we shouldn't use shortcut keys, or we need to rather go directly with the view and the option? So is it using shortcut key is completely prohibited in this examination purpose?
Yes, shortcuts are prohibited. You can say that better you don't use shortcuts. Because some of the shortcuts you can use. For example, Control C, you want to copy some content from the question, put in the answer sheet, you can do all that. The Control C, Control V you can use, but you cannot use F11 to insert a chart. You cannot use Control T to convert your data range to table. Right. So all these shortcuts are highly, means they are not recommended. Why? Because all this process, right? Now, let me share some more information about the exam. In the examination, whatever you perform there, all things get recorded. Why? Because your Excel sheet is macro enabled. So that means wherever you click, that process will record it. So why this macro is activated? Because now suppose a person is not aware of this particular task. So what he will do is, he will start searching from home to the developer tab. Right. So that means the number of clicks will be higher. So that means that person, that makes the sense that, or the Excel will treat that this person is not well aware of the process. Fine. So it's always recommended that, and even shortcuts it will not treat. So better go with the option where from which option you have to select or which option you have to activate. Fine. Always go with that option using the normal process. In the option view, we have to come to option freeze span and complete the task. Fine. Now, any member computer this one?
Yes, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir.
I have
Fine.
completed.
Fine. Okay. Now let me define this process for the members who are not aware of this one. So configure the worksheet so that row 9 and word art remain visible. Now word art means the artistic content, and row number 9 means this particular row. Right? You have to freeze this one so that when you scroll the data, now the scenario is right. When you scroll the data, you are not able to identify what is this actually this 22. Right? Why? Because the header is not visible. So make your header visible, and when you scroll down, the data will be in a floating position. So if you want to freeze row number 9, select +1 value. So row number 10 has to be selected. Come to the option view. In the freeze span, click the first icon, freeze span. That's all. Now if you scroll down, now means if you are in the last row, if anyone asks what is this 22, you can easily recognize, means that will be easily highlighted that 22 is 5 gallon. Right, the header will be there. It's in the freezed option, but your data will be in a floating position. Right. So freeze and unfreeze option. Come back to normal using the unfreeze option. Clear? Now, okay, one more question. It's not there. How to freeze column number till column number B? I want to freeze the data. I want to freeze till column number B. So that means tree description and seedling should be there. Bare root, 5 gallon, and all of the columns should be in a floating position.
So in that case, my cursor should be in the column C.
That's
and
it.
the
So
process and the process would be the same.
That's it, sir. So that means if you want to freeze up to B, so that means +1 value has to be selected. Process same as you specified, freeze option. Fine. Now if you scroll horizontally, you can easily notice that thing. It is. Right. Now these features are mainly used for if you're dealing with some big data. Right. So many rows and columns are there, and if you want to view the header and the 500 row data. Right. So you can use the freeze option and manage your data in a better manner. Clear? Now please open the sheet freeze span, the previous one. Freeze span. Now same data is there. Now our requirement is the first row has to be freezed. Now there is no header there, only the data header is there. Now compile the process and complete this task. You have to freeze row number 1. Done?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now,
yes, sir, done.
Let me explain. In the view tab, use the option freeze span drop down. Right. Now we have two other options here. Right. Freeze span is when you select any particular row or column, you can go with freeze option. But here, my requirement is, or our requirement is first row only. Right. So there is no header, Fine. This is the only first row which is there is data. So no need to select that particular. No need to select row number 1. Place it anywhere. Any cell is active there. No need to click or select that particular row or column. Come to the freeze option in the view tab and click first row. Right. So that means no need to highlight anything here. So Excel will by default select the first row in your Excel table or Excel data range and make your first row freezed. Same way it's applicable for column as also. First column will be freezed. Right. So use this option in the freeze tab to freeze your first row and freeze your first column. If you want to freeze any particular row or column, you have to, in that case, you have to select. Then go for freeze tab. So that's the
can we apply both the freeze top row and freeze first column at the same time?
Fine. So that means now your requirement is you have to freeze both rows and columns at a time, right?
Yes.
Fine. So that means this time you don't have, means no need to select any particular row or column. In that instant where you want to freeze both rows and column, better select the cell where you want to freeze. Now, suppose I want to freeze D5. All right, select that cell. Now that means this is the freezing point. Now go with the option freeze. Now you can notice that a line will be defined there. Now if you scroll down, all the data will be scrolling in horizontal, vertical, and if you scroll horizontally, this point will be freezed. So that means rows and columns can be freezed.
Yeah, that's fine, sir. But my question was different. Can we apply top row and first column at the same time?
In that case,
by default function available.
In that case, my cursor should be in column in cell B2.
That's it.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, agree. Again, Miss, by means using the option is not there because we have only 3 options for that one, as per my knowledge is concerned. But if you want to make it first row, first column, please definitely you can go with this option. Select B2 and go for that one. But again, from these options, we can go with these templates or these options on built-in options on.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
I just noticed that in tree inventory, the first box tree inventory, it was merged. So not an issue. I can understand it is merged. So freezing and unfreezing in combination of rows and columns, I understand that. What people are asking, I understand that. So this freeze panes, there's lots of data. If I merge the first, so by default, the first entry 55 will get remained. If I try to merge a few of them and then try to freeze the first row, that is not happening. So is that not possible?
I can't get you. Could you please repeat, sir?
Sir, can you go to freeze panes?
Fine. Okay.
The tab freeze panes.
Which one, sir?
So the tab
previous tab
changing.
Oh, previous one. Okay, okay, fine. Okay,
So
yes, sir,
over here, if from A2 till D4, just as an example, if I try to merge them, so obviously the first entry will be remain 55. And then in combination of this, if I try to freeze A2, that was not happening. So is that not possible?
Okay, let me complete. Your requirement is you have to select merge cell, right?
Yes, I want to use freeze in combination with a merge cell.
Okay, fine. Okay, so let me select all up to A2 to
anything.
C2 I select.
Anything.
Fine. Okay.
Including one row as well, a few rows as well.
So I'm selecting the first row. I'm going to merge the content, right?
No, sir. Like if you merge from A2 till C4.
A2 to C4. Fine. And merge the option, right?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now, in that case, it won't be active because.
Okay, then my bad. Okay.
Fine. Okay. Yeah.
Sir, I have another question. In changing view tab.
View tab. Okay.
If we apply page break view and just deselect that page break view, then there will be dotted line for number of pages. How to remove that dotted line?
Just drag and drop. Just select that row. No, that print page break
No,
means
no.
where you want to make the row printed. Means what's the size of your page? What the content which you want to get printed in your particular page? This line indicates that one, sir.
No, sir. My question is that if you deselect that, if you go to again normal view after applying page break view, then there will be dotted line.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So how to remove that dotted line? That's my question.
Once you open the activate print preview option, these lines will be there, sir.
Okay.
Fine. And now, as for my limited knowledge is concerned, I think once you activate your print preview option, it will show where the page get printed, what the total rows and columns get included there. So I'm not sure whether we can remove that one. If you have any idea, other team members, please share. But as far as I'm concerned, I think once you get inserted, the lines are activated, the dotted lines are there. So I think it's there. It will be still there.
Yes. I had struggled over that, but I did not got solution over the.
Okay.
Over that,
one more thing I can recommend is either you can save that file or just close it and reopen once again. I think that time these lines will not be there.
Okay, I will try that.
Just try it, sir. It's just I'm not sure. I never tried that one. Just close that file. If you have any changes, save that file, close that file, and try to reopen. I think you get
right, sir. Right. You are
right.
You are right, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
That.
I will try it. Yeah. I also not tried.
Yeah. So, even I not. I think these are some questions which even the first batch also I got some questions which I never tried in my whole Excel training program. So definitely, sir, these questions are very much important for me. So I recommend all the team members, if you have any questions, right, whether it's a silly, not silly, please leave it to me. All your questions are very much important. Your feedback is very much important. So please go ahead with your questions and your feedback. Thanks a lot, sir.
Sir, can you go to tree inventory page?
Sir. Inventory,
Can you go to tree inventory page?
Sure, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to freeze row number 9.
Row number 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means you have to fine.
Yeah,
so if you want to freeze row number 9, so that means you have to select +1 value. That means row number 10.
Correct.
Fine. Then go for the view option and go with freeze first icon, first tool.
Again, now I want to freeze B column. Is it possible?
B? No, sir. That means at a time you can either go with row freeze or column freeze. If you want
only one option we can do. We cannot go with combination, right?
Yeah, at that time you can go. Yes, sir. You can use the combination. That means at that time no need to select a particular row or column. Select the cell where you want to freeze.
Now
right,
I want
for example,
to freeze B.
Here it is, sir. Right, so you want to freeze B. Right, so that means you have to select C. Now come to the option freeze option. Here it is. Now your B is freezed and your C is freezed. Means your 9th row will be freezed. Here it is. 9th row and your B will be freezed. Here it is. Yeah. So that means if you want to apply row and column freeze at a single instant, you have to select the cell, or otherwise select row or column. Clear?
No, please come
Any
again
question?
for column. Yeah, please again for.
Which one, sir?
For now you have done freezed B, no? That you please come again.
Yeah. So right now, okay, your requirement is you have to freeze row number 9 and
B.
up to B, right? Okay. So in that case, you have to select +1 value. That means select C10.
Okay.
Select the cell C10 and go for the freeze option, freeze pan. So line will be defined, which shows that that particular cell is a freezing point. Now, if you scroll horizontally, your A and B will be freezed. And when you move vertically, your B will be, or you can say that row number 9 will be freezed. Fine. Hello. I'm audible?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fine. Okay. So it's clear now. We can go for next session.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So let me close this file. Now, any questions you have, please, don't think that what other will notice about you. Leave it that one. आपको जो पूछना है, please be open. And I appreciate all your questions.
Sir, I have one question.
Please, sir.
Yeah. Sir, in regards to some files that are in a higher version Excel, and if we have a lower version of Excel, then in that case, we are unable to open or use the higher version Excel file properly. So,
yes, sir, that's the limitation here. So what? So I think almost all functions are there, sir. Okay, so may I know which version you are using, sir?
suppose I am having 2007 and another person is having a higher version, and they have prepared any table or chart, anything that have been prepared by them. And if we try to open that file in our system and update the data or give back to them, then in that case, that Excel file did not get saved properly, or we are unable to use that data properly.
Yeah,
System
that's the limitation, sir. Why? Because now suppose, because I think if you are dealing with 2003 or 7, I think it's a so much older older version, right? And let me show one more information. Again, it's a part of your examination. Anyhow, you raise this question, so let me share, right? So how you can check what are the features which not execute in prior any old version? You can create a report, right? But I don't have a solution for that one, but I can show which features will not work in the prior version, right? So come to the option file and come to the option info. Now, if you're using 2016, this interface will be there. Now, this interface is called backstage view, right? And this is important. Some of the questions were associated with this sheet also, this interface also. Now come to the option check for issues and click the option check compatibility. So it will define which version will not work in which version, right? So click the option check for compatibility and you will get a report which shows that now in this data in Excel 97 to 2003, some of the features won't work, right? And it will show, let me create the option to create a report for this one, and here it is. It will show that this particular data, that means some formatting options won't work in 2003 or 97 version. Fine. So this is a simple report which we create, but again, for that purpose, you have to use the latest version. So if some features we can adjust, slices, or you can say some chart options won't work in prior version. But if you are dealing with that much of old version, you have to upgrade.
So will this have any impact on the when we will be giving the exam?
Yes, why? Because some of the features means up to 2000, I think 2010 onwards it's okay, but again if you're using 97 or 2003, I think it will affect the performance.
So will this affect our result as well?
No, sir, result in the sense, why? Because in the examination a separate machine will be allocated where 2019 will be there. Your machine Excel won't be included in the examination. You can use 2019 version. It's a cloud machine. That means it's a machine defined in internet. You have to log in and just use that machine. That's all. But again, for the practice session, you should have some basic idea, right, sir?
Sir? Sir, what options are more used in industry in the status bar apart from default options like average, count, and sum?
I mean, these are the basic features, count, average, and some of the features like functions, basic functions, maximum, minimum, right? But basic is average, count, and sum. That's all.
Okay. And sir, what is AccuCell? Is it active cell?
Sorry?
What is AccuCell? Like you use the word AccuCell in between.
AccuCell.
Active. Okay.
Yeah, active means the cell which you selected using your mouse pointer.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Fine. So now this is the active cell, and the address will be there in the name box. Right. Fine. So, sir, the member who are using means 97 to 2003 version, practice some of the features won't work there, but almost, for example, functions equal to, if, equal to, sum, all that function will be there. Some basic sparkline data or how some features won't work there, but again, keep it aside. That I think that you can practice using some I don't know how to refer that one, but I think keep that steps recorded, keep a note of all that things. But in the exam, no need to use your system Excel. You will be allocated a separate machine. It's in cloud only, so you have to just log in and use the resources in that particular machine only. Fine, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Please proceed.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Now, let me close this file and let me open the next sheet, that is next file, that is data. So please open the second file in the same folder, session number 1. And now some basic tasks for you. Just open this Excel sheet and open the first sheet, entering data. Anywhere, there is no specification. Okay, yeah, in the cell B2, yeah. In the cell B2, enter the value and go with these 2 tasks. So just take 2 or 3 minutes to complete these 5 questions.
No, your voice is not clear.
Hello?
Yes. Sir, your voice is not clear.
Sir, a non-adjacent cell in 3A.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. All of the questions are over. First, second, third.
No, actually, what has happened is that for the last 5 minutes, your voice was not there. So, all we have missed.
No, sir. No, sir. Why? Because I was in a silent mode. Why? Because the task was allocated for you to complete in just 2 or 3 minutes. That's all. I'm not speaking at all at that time, sir.
Yes, sir.
So all these 5 questions you have to complete. I think it's over, right?
How to fill hello in 4 sheets?
Yes, sir.
Fine, that's one, right? 4th one is the okay. So now let's just go through the one by one. So enter 555 in B2. Any cell you can just let me enter that value, right? And use the autofill option, right? So now this session I'm going to explain this process to the person who are dealing with first time in Excel. How to use autofill option. So other team members, please just wait for another couple of minutes. Autofill is an option in Excel where you can drag the value to your respective cell. But wherever you want to apply the value, you can use the autofill option. Now, autofill means when you select any cell, at the bottom right corner of the active cell, a small box will be there, and that small box is defined as autofill. Right. So autofill, the word defines what it can perform. It will automatically fill your contents for you. You have to drag the value or drag that autofill option, right? And dragging means place the mouse at that bottom right corner. Icon will be changed to plus icon, dark color plus, which indicates that now you can drag. Right. So please use that mouse pointer, press the option and drag the value or move your mouse. That process is called dragging, and you can drag the value to all other respective cells. Fine. That's the first question. Enter any value. Now, if you place the mouse pointer or make the cell active once again and place the mouse over there, now this time it's showing outline plus. It indicates that now you can select the value. That means use the mouse pointer and select the cell. Right. This doesn't mean you're dragging the value. This means you're selecting the cell. Fine. So selection and dragging are 2 different processes. Right. When you want to drag means if you want to make this value to respective other cells, so select the mouse pointer using that autofill and drag. Fine. Okay. Now, next is enter the value 5 and in the cell C2, fine. So again, enter value 5 in a cell, right? Next value we require 10, fine. Now suppose you want to create a series of value. That means the first value should be 5. The step value, that means the difference between these two values called step value. So you have to define 10 as the next value. Now you have to create this series. That means 5, 10, 15, 20 has to be generated. The series has to be generated. So first of all, you have to tell Excel that, dear Excel, this is the first value. Select both the values, right? So it indicates that Excel got an idea what he has to perform. And the process will be completed when you use the autofill option and drag the mouse. So it will create a series of value. So in the same way, you can create for odd number or even number. For example, enter 2, 4. Right. Again, select both the values first. Use the autofill option and drag. That's all. So this is called dragging. And this way, you can create a series of value. Fine. Now, for third one, fill adjacent. Right. First question is same. You enter the 444 and to cell B12. So just enter 444 in that cell B2 and use the autofill and drag it to B12. Right. The same which we done in the first question. Fine. Right. Now, second is non-adjacent cell. So that means where you have to select cell randomly. Fine. So that means select any cell. B18, select some other cells using your control button. Fine. So that means I selected some non-adjacent cell. Now our requirement is all this non-selected means all this non-adjacent cell which I selected right now. We have to enter a common value. So enter the value in the last selected cell and press Control Enter. That's all. So that means whatever cell you selected, in all the selected cell, it will be adjacent or non-adjacent. This process mainly used for non-adjacent cell. So select all the cells randomly. And the last cell which you selected, enter the value there and press Control Enter. In the way, if you
can you please repeat again?
Sure. Yeah. Now suppose I'm selecting the cell B16, right? Now I would like to select some random cells here. Press the control button, keep it pressed, and select any cells from this Excel interface, any cell, any range of cell, or any collection of cell. Right. Using that purpose, you can select any value, any cell. Fine. Now in this all selected cell, our requirement is we have to fill all these non-adjacent selected cell as 444. The common value should be 444. Right. So our last active cell is G18. Fine. Enter the value there. Fine. Now press Control Enter. Keep the control button pressed and press the Enter key. So that means in all the selected cells, you can apply a common value. That's called filling the cells using a filling the value in a non-adjacent cell. Clear?
Does it work for alphabets also?
Yes. For example,
okay, sir.
Control Enter, it's work for alphabets, numeric value, everything, right?
Sir, is it working for the formula?
Sir, how?
Formula I never tried, sir. Yeah, yes.
Sir, how can we select the multiple cell?
So using control button. Just first of all, you have to select any cell from the Excel interface. Fine. Select any cell. Now press the control key, sir. Control CTRL. Keep it pressed, and now use your mouse pointer to select any cell from your interface. Got it, sir?
So after selecting the cell, where are you entering the value?
In the last cell, ma'am. In the last cell, where right now my selection is in H20. Here it is. Right. Just use your keyboard and enter the value 567. Whatever. Just enter value and don't press enter. Use the combination key Control Enter. Done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, in the same way, if you want to delete the same content now, if right now the cells are already activated, so press the delete button, all the values get deleted. Fine. Now, fifth question we already completed. Use the one value 1, 2 and drag the process. That is 1, 2. Select both the values, use the autofill and drag. Fine. Okay. Now, fourth one. You have to enter a common content in 4 different sheets. Fine. Okay. Now let me open a new Excel sheet for you. Just a minute.
Sorry, sir, I am not be able to do this.
No issues, sir. No issues. Let me complete this one. I'll come back to that particular question, sir. Just fine. Here it is. Now, in the new Excel workbook, let me open sheet number 2, sheet number 3, and sheet number 4. Right. Now, in all these 4 sheets, our requirement is question kya tha? Hello. A common content, right? A content has to be entered in all the sheets, 4 sheets. That means entry should be, means you have to type only once and the value has to be updated in all the sheets. Fine. Okay. So same, you have to use that control button only. So select the sheet number 1. First select that sheet. Select the cell where you want to display. Let me select B2. Press the control button and keep a notice or just have a look in the title bar. Right now it's showing book number 1. Use the control button and select all the sheets. Sheet number 2, sheet number 3 and sheet number 4. Keeping your control button pressed. Now you can notice that your title bar is updated with a small content that is grouped. So that means you grouped all your sheet. Now all these 4 sheets will work as a single entity. Fine. Now where you want, what the content you want to enter, where you want to enter the content, just select that cell. It's already B2 only. And let me enter Excel 2019. Fine. Press the enter key. Fine. Still it's in grouped option. Now come to the sheet tab. Go for right click option in the sheet tab itself. And now this is called pop-up option. In this pop-up option, click the option ungroup sheets, the last option, ungroup. That's all. Now if you open all the sheets individually, the content will be there. Right, sheet number 2, sheet number 3, and sheet all the content, all the sheets, that particular content will be there. So that's how you can use the grouping option to fill any particular data, whether it's for 5 sheets or 6, whatever the number of sheets, you have to select all the sheets. Yes, ma'am. Hello. Hello.
Can you please come again?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, I got a call from one of, yeah, ma'am, any questions? No. I request all the team members, please mute your mic. Fine. Right. The process, I repeat. Now, requirement is on all these 4 sheets, we have to update a common content. Right. There are some limitation for these type of entry. We will discuss in the upcoming session. Right. Now, our requirement is in all these 4 sheets, a common entry has to be mentioned. Right. So open the first sheet, press the control button and select all the sheets. Sheet number 2. So once you click sheet number 2, before that, just have a look at the title bar. Right now it's showing formula, means the name on the book 1. But once you click sheet number 2 using the control button, right now it shows that your book sheet number 1 and sheet number 2 are grouped. So whatever you perform in sheet number 2, it will be by default, it will be activated for sheet number 2 as well. Right, sheet number 3 and 4. Right, so all the sheets get selected, and to check whether my sheets are grouped or not, the title bar indicates that it's in a group process. Now it will work as a single entity, or you can say single sheet only. It's a single sheet now. Now whatever your content enter there, right, that's all. Now you want to ungroup all these sheets. So place your mouse pointer at the sheet tab Go for right click option there and click the option ungroup sheets. That's all. So in sheet number 1, the same data will be there. Sheet number 2, 3, 4, whatever. So that means whatever you perform here, whether you applied some formats, bold, italic, underline, color, whatever you perform there, everything will be there in all other respective sheets. Clear? This process is called grouping.
Not clear, sir. We are not understanding.
No issue, sir. So I will do one thing, sir. Okay, now I think there are 2 questions. One, how to get some adjacent data entered there, and one more question, how to fill the data, right? Use this grouping option. No issues. So today we will wind up the session. It's 9:07 already. Fine. So we'll continue from this point tomorrow onwards. Fine.
Sir, next session will be on Saturday, correct? No?
Yeah, next Saturday. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, next Saturday.
Not tomorrow.
No, sorry,
not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. Sorry.
So what time? Sir, what time?
7 o'clock, sir. 7 to 9, sir.
Okay.
So where shall I get the recorded video?
This record.
Yeah. Again, I think that you can just coordinate with ICMA team members. I think you will get some login details, and from there you can access these videos.
Most probably Wednesday. Wednesday, sir.
Huh? Sorry?
Sorry, can't get you, sir.
Wednesday, sir. Recorded classes will be provided Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Next, okay, fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that will be, we need to log in or it will come to our personal IDs.
This is the logging ID. We will provided your advanced studies portal section, also logging ID and your username and password. Okay. So you can access these recorded classes.
So login ID details you will send us by email, right?
Yes, through your mail ID. Most probably Tuesday we will provide it to your login ID and password.
Okay.
Again, sir, when the SAP classes will start, advanced studies?
SAP class, SAP
Yes,
third batch.
Yeah.
You're a third batch or you're a fourth batch?
No, I am looking for new admission.
New admission, okay. So most probably till now not decided, okay. Most probably SAP class admission will be open on end of October, most probably, but till now not decided, okay. And class will be start on January 2022.
Sir,
yes, sir.
Sir,
Thank you for the session.
Huh?
Hello, sir. Sir, when
Hello?
hello,
Sir, when is
diploma in forensic audit classes are going to start? Sir?
Forensic audit till most probably October 1st.
Sir, when is this exam for this ongoing session?
And data analytics?
Data analytics is in end of November.
Sir, this is CMA Bhushan from Nasik chapter. Actually, I have some 8 to 10 colleagues who are interested in data analytics course. So
okay, sir, no issue. Please note down the mail ID. Okay, ADV studies and that at ICMI.in. Please send it down. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. So that's all. Anyhow, I still remember the question which you have in your mind. The question, the process which has to repeat in the next session. We will continue the session on next Saturday with the same how to add some values in your non-adjacent cell and how to use the grouping option. Fine. So we will meet next Saturday, right? Hello.
Sir, I
Yes,
have
sir.
thank you regarding the Excel today's sessions. Thank you and goodbye. How
Hello.
to drag how to drag a series without a mouse.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Fine. How to drag a
Series without mouse, clicking mouse, using mouse.
Without mouse, we have an option that is fill option. In that case, you can use fill to drop down shortcuts are there. I will share in the next session. Fine.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. So anyhow, thank you and good night.
Okay, sir. I like to tell anything.
Sir, once.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, hello. Yes.
Sir, weekly there will be 2 days class.
Weekly, yes. Saturday and Sunday is allocated for this Excel training workshop, sir.
Okay, from 7 p.m. No.
Yeah, Saturday. Next Saturday, 7 o'clock.
That is Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sir, I have a suggestion. This
Every Saturday, Sunday.
any important this one? Can you please post on the group WhatsApp?
I'm not sure in which group we have to post. If there is any group, sure.
No, somebody has created just now, which is CMA. This one. So I don't know. So if you can post or the link or something like that, it will be useful for everyone.
Sir, you are requested to create group by yourself. So because you are already having all the contact details, so
No,
there
sir.
should be one
No,
group from the
friends,
institute itself.
one second. We already have one group created, so don't create multiple groups. And
Yes.
it is in the message bar. People who interested can join there. And Radesh, request to you as well. Like since people have multiple questions, if possible, you can also join the group so that if there are any queries, people can raise there.
Sure, sir. Sure. Fine.
Exactly.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
can save time.
Please,
Yeah.
please do keep only one WhatsApp group. Otherwise, people will be joining some other group
Exactly,
here.
Karthik. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir. There should
Thanks
be
for
one
that. Yeah.
group.
Fine.
Thank you very much, everyone, and I request all the members that please do come prepared along with before joining the classes, so that the right time is utilized of the teachers for the betterment and upgradation. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Take care. Good night. Bye.